Hi guys, how are you? I wanted to come on here and speak about a couple of things. A couple of things. June was a wonderful month for me, and then July came and July flipped the script on me. But I'm coming to terms with that. Listen, this is just the way life is. First you're up, then you're down, then you're up. Just stay up. You stay up, then you go down sometimes, or you stay up. It all depends. It's a back and forth game. But I really want to start everything. My life has been consumed of so much that I was able to take everything that I've learned through my experiences, through my situations, through relationships, through everything, and use it. And I've gained so much wisdom from what I've been enduring and what I've gone through that I'm really ready to start sharing it with people because I don't, I mean, I've been sharing it, but the wisdom of what people and what, we go through, and people out there that don't know how to deal with the things that they are going through or what they're experiencing in their lives. And sometimes we just need someone to just help us. And I know that because I've been in that situation um, for the last couple of months, for the last maybe, I'm not probably even longer. And I've been able to really have silent moments. Let me take my glasses off because it gives reflection. I've been having a lot of silent moment. Well, I've been spending a lot of time alone in silence and being with myself. And when you really take the time out to do that, the noises, well, not noises. I said noises, but it's clarity is really what I'm trying to say. You gain clarity from all the situations, and it just starts hitting you. And that's why I'm calling it noises, is because it starts coming to you. The answers start coming to you. And that's what's been going on with me for the last couple of months. I don't post as much as I did because of me, experiencing silence and needing to gain clarity from situations. But I'm at a place where I'm like, okay, there are so many other people who are going through it and they don't know how to deal with it. Last night, I had to do something that I never thought I would have to do. And I had to pick up the phone and I had to ask for help because I was so overwhelmed by what was happening. And I am very, asking for help is very hard for me because I am so independent. I will sit and I won't, I am not the type to sit and like and it's sad because it's not healthy because it's a pride thing for me. I'm a Capricorn, so I am like independent to the core. Okay, like I am like I don't need you. Like, but it's not that I don't need you. It's just like I don't know how to cope with um asking people for help or asking people to talking to people with about my feelings and things like that. Like I don't converse. And I have to trust you, and you have to make me feel like I can trust you in order for me to even do that. um but in this new season of my life, I am learning that, okay, I can't do this my whole life because I can't do it alone my whole life. Like, eventually, I can't do everything alone. My hands, I don't have, um, 12 hands coming out of my body, you know? I'm thinking about the lady. It's like the lady, and she has like 4 arms coming out of her body. Like, and she's sitting in, like, I think it's child's pose. She's sitting in a pose and she has like all these arms, and her arms are all doing something. And sometimes I feel like I'm that, but I only have 2 arms. So because I have only 2 arms, I get overwhelmed, and I don't have, and my hands are in all different pots and pans, and it's in all different aspects, right? So, um, so it's been like really hard, but being able to now like share what I'm learning through my experiences. And the one thing that has always been an issue for me was all the relationships that I've been in. And this is not talking about relationships like being with a guy. This is relationships that from every aspect of my life, that, and I've noticed that that's what I've been getting clarity about. Today, I got a little mini reading, and um, the way she delivered the reading was as if she felt sorry for me, as if I was broken, which I'm not gonna lie, it's been times when I would tell myself, when I would call myself broken, when I would call myself all of these things, because I am a wounded healer, and but I'm not broken. I'm just becoming who I'm supposed to be now. And switching that mindset from being broken into becoming who I'm supposed to be, um, it's hard, but you have to fight the demon that lives inside of you, because the demon is going to tell you the negative side, the fear. It's going to tell you that you are broken. But I had to come to realize that I'm not broken. I've just been through a lot of fucked up shit. And I've let other people define me. And by going through the fucked up shit, I let those situations define who I was and where I was and who I was, that I lost myself in the process. And I've been here. And the crazy thing is, literally I've been here before. This is not the first time. And it's not even, and it's crazy because you go through levels. That's really what it is. It's the levels of it. So you start off on level 1, and you don't really see where you're making mistakes. You don't really see it. You think that, okay, like I'm gonna do different. So you do different, but it's just you're still not completely there. So you go to level 2, because you're learning as you continue to do the same thing. You learn. You don't know better. What is it? You don't do better unless you know better. So I'm at a level now where I'm like, oh shit, like I know what to do now. I know what to do now. And but it's also bad in a way, because me knowing what to do now, and it's not out of fear, I think it's just out of me not wanting to be around people anymore, me not wanting to, I don't want to interact with others, and it's not out of fear, but it's out of, I just don't want to go through this shit again. And who's to say that I won't go through it again? It's not set in stone that I won't, because that's what life is. But I'm also learning that right now in the season that I am in, it's not about anyone else but me. And the other day I made a video about not fitting in, because it's many of us that do not fit in. We just don't fit. I am one of those. And the reason why I'm making these types of videos is because there are other women like me, other men like me, who just don't fit in. We're different. We don't clash with the other people. We're the ones that sit in, we're the ones that, do things on our own, or, we avoid certain confrontations, or we walk in our own lane, basically. But those are also the ones who probably went through a lot of shit in their lives that, no, I don't avoid socializing. I don't avoid that. The crazy thing is, I am actually an extrovert. Like, I am a big extrovert. I do, but I'm getting to a point where I am just backing away and focusing more on me and getting myself together, because I'm have to. And you know what's so crazy, as you level up and learn these things, you're learning to love yourself in new ways. So that's what I would say that is happening to me, is I'm learning to love this new me, because I'm learning of that, okay, the old me, she doesn't like that. She wasn't, doesn't like these things, or things like that. So yeah, self-care, yeah, exactly. And now I'm learning to just embrace and love me for who I am in this season of my life, and as I continue. And um the funny the funny thing about this whole thing is that when you tend to do this stuff, that's when people come into your life. And I am just like, okay, God, like, I'm gonna do this, but I don't want people to come into my life. I don't want them to come into my life, because if I don't have the time, I don't have the time. But it doesn't mean that you should stop it. I think it means that you have to put the boundaries up, and that's what I've learned too. I've had to put boundaries up with many, many people, and uh, just because, it's because I am a strong lover, and if they don't come correct to the point where it's like, if you don't match my energy, you got to go. You got to go. And that's family members, that's friends, uh that's jobs, even my job, like, that's jobs, that's everything. If you do not match the energy that I am putting out, I cannot deal with it. And that is the boundaries that we have to learn. That's a non-negotiable, right? Because it's things that are non-negotiable. There are things that I'm not saying no, I'm not saying yes to, because no, I'm not doing it. And you have to choose that. And that is a part of learning the lesson too. So when you start to put these boundaries up, when you put boundaries up like that, you start to let, like, you lose people. And it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just because they don't fit in your story, because you're real, especially they just don't fit. And so putting boundaries up with people, and letting people know that if you're not coming this way, then you can't be in my story. That if you're not showing up for me. And it's so crazy, because yesterday I was invited out to go eat, and I was dropping off some muffins, because I baked some muffins, and I was dropping some off because I bake so much that I'm like, I don't eat all of this stuff. So I was dropping off, and I was invited out to go out to eat. And it's not that I don't want to interact with these people. Like, they're really nice, they're really cool and stuff, but they don't give me the energy that I put out. So I actually ended up dropping off muffins to someone else that who does get reciprocate that energy, and who makes me feel like I am, like, I'm a lot, who makes me feel like seen, who makes me feel seen, who makes me feel like I don't have to work hard, I can just be myself. And it really, and it's so crazy, because I wasn't expecting to meet someone like this, because I just wasn't expecting that. But it's been nice to have it. It's been nice to have reciprocation, and that reciprocal energy. And it's also nice that um, we can talk about things that I don't get to talk about on a level, because certain people I have to keep I certain things, certain conversations with certain people, it stays on a surface level, and certain people that do give me that reciprocation, that do show up in a certain way, and um I get to go deeper into life and really talking about real shit, like, you know, and that's where I am at in my journey on people coming into my life. And that's where I'm gonna be for the rest of my life. Um, God willing, because that's what I need from in that's what I need out of any relationships with other people. Um, and it's been really like it's been hard because I'm grieving a lot of things, but I'm also through this grieving moment I am literally gaining, it's a gaining clarity through things. Exactly. Yeah, you want people who you're going to feel comfortable about, that you know when you're going through hard times and you are holding sometimes, like, there's a lot of heavy shit that I cannot talk about with other people because I I don't have that comfortability, or I don't even feel like last night when I did something for the first time, when I asked for help, the person didn't reciprocate the for what I was looking, not the way that I was looking for. And I knew that, okay, this person is not for me, right? But I did ask for the help in the beginning. But then I noticed that, okay, this is not for me. So I have to find it in another way. And that was also a sign too that not everybody is on the same level looking. Not every you're like what's hard for me might not be hard for someone else. And that's the difference between when you hear like um what is it? A mope, like a steep hill. It's like some people have like big, huge mount, like a mountain, between a mountain and a hill or something like that. And I forgot what's the, it starts with an M, but I forgot the word. And what's a mountain for me might be something so small for the next person, but what's a hill for me might be a mountain for someone else. So me being who I am, I understand that you might, okay, like say if a mother cannot pay for her groceries, right, that might be a mountain for her. That might be a mountain for her. But for other people, it's just like, you know what, I can't pay for groceries, whatever. Like things like that. But imagine it's a mountain if this mother has to take care of her, if this mother has to, you know, support children, or if she has a family, or, you know, she just lost her job. And oh, imagine all of this overwhelming aspects of situations just being, and that's heavy, you know. So yeah, that's true too, that's true too, but I also feel like sometimes we are looking for a certain response that we don't get. And that's where it lies. Sometimes we are looking for a certain response that we don't get, and that's what happened to me. I was looking for a more deeper response for when I was talking, what I was telling this person, rather than the response that they gave me, which was like, you know, oh, you know, they told me like I should be doing this and things like that. And that's not really what I was going there for. I really wasn't asking for help to get that type of advice. I was going there to release, not to gain advice that I already know that, okay, yeah, because some people, and that's what I'm saying. I am a deep person, so like today I went to Top Golf, right? I went to Top Golf today to have some fun. That's a surface level, that's a surface level self-care, right? That's a surface level for me to enjoy some time, to do something different, to that's a surface level for me. But and going out might mean something way more for someone else, or hanging out with or meeting new people or going out, that might be how other people deal with their shit. I don't deal with my shit by going out. I deal with my shit by really having deep conversations, by that's how I deal with my shit. I deal with my shit by connecting deep on deeper levels. I don't deal with my shit by going out, having a drink, meeting new people. That's only temporary. That's what the flesh is telling you to do. That's fun to me. Like, and that's why I don't like, even now, I don't even shop anymore when I'm emotional, because I know that that's just my flesh telling me, oh, well, it'll make you happy temporarily. I don't want temporary happiness. I want death happiness. And in order for me to get to receive deeper happiness with myself, I have to go deeper. And sometimes, if you are having a heavy load on you, if you are having a heavy load on you, you have to have these conversations with another person, because you want that, you want to know that, you just want somebody to listen most of the time. It's like when you go to therapy and your therapist and you're letting out everything that you're saying, you are hearing, they're just listening to you. You ever in I was watching an episode of Big Bang Theory, and Penny was able to let out everything with Raj, because because he couldn't talk to her anyway, but he was just a great listener, and women loved talking to him because he couldn't talk to them, so all he could do was listen to them, literally. So Penny's like, come on, like, let's go. And they went on this whole big, like, I think they spent the whole day, the whole episode together. And she's talking to him about her problems and about what's going on with her. And that's exactly sometimes what you need. You just need someone to just listen. And um someone that you can just, like, it's like, wow, you're a great listener. Like, that death, you can have that death fall off. You can, and it helps release a lot of emotional overwhelming that you are experiencing. I'm gonna put my lights on. I gotta go get my remote. But and I'm just learning that, because growing up, I always had to block off my feelings. I had to always do that. So growing up, when I released certain things with people, people didn't get it. People thought I was too emotional. They thought I was too much. They thought I wanted too much. And anytime somebody tells me that I'm too much, or this is too much, or it, I know that, no. You are not meant to be in my life, because you're not real. If something is too much, then that means that you don't have the depth inside you to handle what's happening. You just don't have it. You just, and it's not like, it's not a bad thing. It's just you're on a different level than me, and that's okay. You know, it happens. And it's actually crazy, because it's so funny, because I had one person tell me that I'm not too much, and then I had two people tell me that I am too much. And but if the person that told me I wasn't, actually I had way more than I had more, and more, another person told me that I'm not too much, and how dope I was, and how this I was, and how wonderful I was. And sometimes, and that's what I'm talking about, like, when you can have those conversations with a person, and that they respect you, they see that, like, like, you're a cool ass girl, like, you're a cool ass this, things like that, like, you can have that. So I am Maybe. And I think that's it because I do tend to, and it's because of the way I grew up, the cycle has continued with me. So I grew up in an emotionally unavailable family. So as I grew up, that's who I met. Now that's all changing. Now I meet people who actually understands. They've been through, like I met like a lady and her wife, and her wife was saying certain things, and I'm like, yo, she's like literally two different races. We are two different races. We are just too different. And her wife was saying things that I'm like, yo, like I've been through that shit. Like I know how that feels. And she's older, and I'm just like two completely backgrounds different, two grew up in two completely different type of neighborhoods, everything. And to meet people who can actually like they empathize, and to see what that they've overcome, what they've been through. I'm gonna put the light on to see what they've overcome and they've been through. It gives me hope. Like even like I was listening to like Demi Lovato, and I'm like, she was people was once calling her broken. People was once calling her like all of these things, and I think she was a drug addict, and she almost overdosed, and she was a drinker and all of these things, and people once spazzed on her, and she turned out to be like this fierce, beautiful, and that was her becoming. Let me put the light on. And like that was her becoming who she is today, like overcoming all of that. So I'm learning that, like, because I used to always, I felt so bad for myself. Oh my god, like I felt so bad for myself because I'm so broken, but I'm not broken. Like I'm not broken. Like I'm just becoming the woman that I was meant to become again, just on a different level. And it's nice to finally have that clarity. And now you got to maintain it. Oh my god, maintaining healing, because it's not linear. It's the hardest shit because you get triggered by certain things. Like I've been triggered for this past week. I've been so triggered. I done cursed. I done cursed somebody out because they triggered me, like, and I went back to a space where I was back in survival mode, back in like, oh my god, my whole life is about to fall apart, back in that type of situation. And then I took some time out, and I'm like, no, we're not going back there. We're putting a stop to this now. Like, and you have to, and taking back your power. And I'm like, I've always known, but I don't let it show. Like, I don't let it show because I'm like, bitches is not about to try me. And I don't mean bitches like that, but I mean like people not about to try me because I'm so sweet and so like, nice. Oh, I'm so cute and this, that, and the third. And it's like, no, bitch. Like, I can be a motherfucking demon too. Don't try me. Like, if listen, the angel, the devil got casted down, okay? And when I need to listen, I don't listen, okay? Michelle Obama, when they go low, sometimes a bitch get low, okay? But then I try to go as high as I can, okay? I try. But if you try me, I'm going to listen, get low, listen, don't play, okay? So, and sometimes it's like that. And that's where you have like slip ups, and but you be mindful and you remember, like, okay, I'm not trying to be this, I'm not trying to be this person anymore. I'm trying to go high. I'm trying to Michelle Obama this, all right? But like, honestly, it's just, you just gotta like, yeah. And I forgot what I was saying because I took the little tangent. But oh yes, how I realized, well, I've always known. That's one thing about me. I've always been the same girl that I was my whole entire life. I've always been this girl. Always. it was time, and people have done so much stuff to try to knock me down. And when they've done that, I've literally, because everyone is telling you something about you, you start to believe it. And then you realize that no, you don't really know me at all. Like, this is not really who I am. I am way better than this. And how amazing of a person I am, and how amazing of a person you are, and that you can be. And that's what I'm trying to explain too, because I want people to know that even though people are trying to knock you down and tell you, they may think that they know who you are, but they don't know who you are, and you have to take back your power. And that is what I'm doing. Like, I'm taking back my power. Like, I fucking love me. I'm a fucking queen. Like, you know, I am a fucking queen. Okay? Like, you don't have nothing on me. The personality, the everything. Okay? It's just on 100. On 100. So it's just for you to like, and you have to like continuously remember these things. Cause I'm like, I'm an amazing person. I'm kind. I'm empathetic. I understand. I've been through the motherfucking mud, so I know what it feels like to be in everyone's shoes. To know that, like, to see another person struggling and to know what that feels like, because I know. And for somebody to ask, when another person asks for something from me, and they need that, I totally understand, because I've been there. And I'm going through a situation now where I found out some information, and I'm like, you're gonna be okay. And this person thinks, this is a different type of situation. I'm gonna do a video on this type of situation once. I'm trying to find the best time to do it, because it's something that, first of all, if you are going through anything with the court system and custody and having anything like that, that is something that like, I want people to, because I've learned a lot from my situation and what I was going through, and I want people to really, I want to give people a lot of wisdom for it, because I want to like let people know, listen, make sure you do it, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, make sure before you go out having these babies, okay, make sure, all right, you gotta make sure. And so that's a video that I want to do as well. I'm going to try to do it. I've been thinking about it more and more. So I know that my intuition is leading me. It's just going to happen. And doing these videos also too, telling my story is also how I gain clarity, and how it's like how I release, how I gain clarity, and how I'm also helping other people in the world. And that's why I choose to do these, and that's why I choose to like be real about it. Like, I've used to be so, oh my God, I used to be so embarrassed and so shameful about everything that was going on in my life, that I just said, you know what, no more. Because you come to a point, you come to a point where it's like, I don't, you, like, this is the real me. Like, and if you don't like it, you don't have to stay here. If you understand and you empathize and you see, or you just want to get some gems and you want to gain that, then that's for you. But other than that, like, you really have to remember who you are. When people are trying to tell you who you are, you have to remember that they do not really truly know you, especially if you are a person that stays, you're a behind the scenes person. You're like me, maybe quiet, maybe you don't socialize so much. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but always remember who you are, because it's the quiet ones, especially for me being a social worker and being a therapist and stuff. Like, I I go to the quiet ones before I go to the loud ones, because the quiet ones speak louder to me. than the loud ones. Because I've always, and it's so crazy because that's one thing my supervisor always taught me. She always taught me that it's not just about the ones that are knocking on your door all the time. It's look for the ones that are quiet. Look for the ones that are not speaking up, because they're the ones that's really going through a lot of issues, and they're internalizing. And for you to internalize, and when you're internalizing a lot, it's heavy. Those are the ones that have more suicidal thoughts, that are going through depression, that is experiencing hardship, that is being abused mentally, physically, emotionally, um, financially. Like, there's a lot of people that don't speak up, and I'm blessed that I have a gift where I know how to spot certain people. I know how to observe people, and I know I can I can read very, very well people. And I've been blessed with that because from my own situations and from, you know, people watching a little bit. So yeah. um, but yeah, but like I just want to share. I really just want to share my wisdom and continue to do that. And um, don't let relationships, and I don't mean just with guys or girls, I mean like with family members and friends and anyone that is trying to bring you down, don't let them define you. Don't let them, because I've really noticed that today after I'm listening to her read, like she felt so bad for me, and I'm like, girl, don't feel bad. Like it was like she had like it was like she just she was like, oh, like you're broke, like like it was like a broken type of thing, and I'm like, no, like I'm not broken. You think that I'm broken, but what's so funny? I'm not broken, but I'm breaking, but I'm breaking because when a butterfly wings come, you have to break the cocoon. So, and it's this song that I listen to. My car stays on the gospel radio, and it's this song that comes on, and it's like anytime that I'm feeling that urge, this song comes on, and he says it. He's like, you're not breaking, you're becoming. God is like making you into something. And you have to continue to remember that. And that's something that I'm continuing to remember, is that I'm becoming something. I don't know who that is. And I'm also experiencing grieving my old self and the situations that I'm experiencing. Like I look at my younger pictures and look at my baby pictures, and I'm apologizing to her, and I'm acknowledging her and the pain that she went through, because she had to always be a certain type of way in order to receive love. And that's what up until now, I've always had to, like, I always thought I had to work for love. I have to work hard for this. Like, and it's like, no, you don't. That's, if you have to work really, really hard for it, it's not meant for you. You shouldn't have to work hard for anything. It's not meant for you. If you have to work hard, like you shouldn't have to, especially for love. And when people just accept you for you, and people just love you for you and for being for you. And that's also another thing too. Like, here, everyone that's subscribed on my channel, everyone that's here that comes and shows up for me, they love me just for me, no matter it's and if you watch my old videos, like I was like, sometimes I'll be ball crying, and sometimes I'm like fucking crazy. I've been like attacked, and people are still like supporting me and things like that. And that's also too where you find, because it's just something that they see in me that they have in them. So that's just how it is. But we have to continue to keep going, and I'm going to continue to put out more wisdom videos and help people who are going through what I'm going through, who feel like they're broken and who've had experienced really bad relationships with people, and who've been called too much, and who's been called not enough, and who's been trying to overwork themselves to gain love, and who's who's just been heavy, feeling heavy. I know what it feels like to have heaviness on you, in your mind, on your body. It takes a toll. It's it takes a toll. Like, it's struggling to sleep, struggling to eat, struggling to, you're losing weight rapidly, you're gaining weight, all of these different things. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to be in grind mode. I know what it feels like. I've been in all of the seasons where I've been grinding, grinding. This is the first season that I've ever had where I'm actually like slow. I've never been in a season of this slow. And this is a season this is the most important season that I've ever been through. It's because I am becoming, because it's transforming me, because I'm breaking, because I'm going through whatever. I'm addressing the shit that I've been through. I'm addressing that um I am not just like a speck in the universe. Like, I'm more than that. Like, I'm addressing everything with myself. And that is something that we have to like sometimes when I tell people like, oh, like even today, like I'm like, no, I'm by myself. Like, people feel bad for that. And I'm like, don't feel bad. Like, I freaking love it. Like, I have fun. I listen to my music. They played some Green Day. They had all different music and stuff. And I'm playing my game and I'm doing what I want to do. And it's like, don't feel bad. Like, people sometimes feel bad because you're the loner. Mm-mm. It's the most beautiful thing you could ever do. I'm not saying to stay like that forever. Like, if you meet good people, interact with them. If you meet people who are giving you what you've always like what you've been looking for, and what you've always wanted, if they make you feel like you're at home, if they make you feel like I could be myself, I could, if they make you feel like that, those are your people. Those are your soul tribe. You go towards them. And especially if like it happens and if you ever meet people sometimes and you're like, oh my God, like but it's also like the actions there. People who are actively showing up, not just saying things, but actively doing it. Those are the ones that you want to continue to seek, and those are the ones that you want to continue to keep in your life, because they are showing up for you and you're showing up for them, and you're reciprocating. You guys it's reciprocal. People like that, that's how you meet your chosen family. That's how you meet, that's how people become family. And it's like, how'd y'all become family? And it's like, this just happened. And and things like that. That's how you find your people. And I've been really blessed to have this season. It's been hard. It has been hard, but I've been also blessed to have this. I did not get here on my own. Like, oh my God, like me and God have been fighting it out. Like, I would listen. It's been times even now in this season, I'm like, I'm not doing this with you anymore. Like, I don't want to be on this journey anymore. And he will pick my ass right back up in 2 minutes. Like, I'll probably have 2 minutes and then he'll pick me right back up. Like, when God says, and when he makes a covenant with you, when he says that he is going to keep you, he is going to keep you. Because I want to give up so many freaking times. I'm like, I'm not doing this. And I'll express my anger, and it's okay. Like, people think that, oh my God, you not so. It's okay. Listen, everyone in this world, we all doubt God. We all have that moment where we doubt, where we like, is he really going? And he shows up in little ways we don't, and then we believe, and it's back and forth. It's okay that if you're angry at him at this time in your life, I've been angry with him many, many times. I've experienced so much shit, and I'm like, listen, what is going on here? But it's okay. Express that anger. People always want to say like, no, you're not supposed to, and things like that. It's okay. God knows what you're going through. He understands that it's hard right now. Let him work. Let him break you. Let him do what he needs to do. Be angry if you need to, because you need to let that out in some way, somehow. Um, yes, it is okay to express your emotions, um, but let that out like some way, somehow. Let it out. And I've been in that season, in even now, like literally I've been questioning, like, why are you doing this to me? Like, we're supposed to be on a different journey. Like, we're supposed to be here. Like, I thought we was going here, you taking me there. Like, what's going on? Why is this happening? And I'm just like, you, this is not the promise. This is not the promise that you kept. Like, I'm like, I read my Bible, I know what you said. I hear it in the background, like you be talking to me, all of these things. Like, it's like, but we're not here right now. We're not here. So are we having a check-in? Like, why are we not here? And that's okay. Like, it's all about the relationship that you have with him. And I don't know, it's all about the relationship. And I'm looking at my son, because I had a son that passed away, and his, oh my God, he's supposed to be 10 this year. He's supposed to be 10 this year. Well, he is going to be 10 in spirit. And I'm like thinking to I remember how angry, let me tell you. Whew, I was so angry, so freaking angry that God took away my kid. Like, so angry. And then as time went on, I understood that I wasn't ready. Or maybe his spirit wasn't ready for, because I ended up being in an abusive relationship. Maybe his spirit he didn't need to handle that. He wasn't strong enough. It's all these different things could have been the reason why and thank God my other two kids, they are miracle babies, because my body, I don't know how my body did what it did with the little one, the little one. And I don't know, and my body went through some trauma, physical trauma, with the second one, because I had to get surgeries, and it was just a lot. And but God kept me, and that's what I'm saying. Like, God will keep you. Like, and it's everyone has a purpose, and they just have a purpose here. They have a purpose here on earth. That's what I feel. And my son who passed away has a purpose in heaven. And that's just the way I see it now. And but I was so angry, and I still grieve that. I still grieve it, and it's hard. And I actually did a presentation about it, and about like how grief stays with you, and how to like expressing that anger, and letting it like come out. But it's been times like, so just let it out. And God is trying to teach you something through every situation that you're going through. Every situation. And we don't know what it is sometimes, because we're in it, and it takes us to until we get out of it. That's when we really see. And that's what he's doing now. Like, he got me out, and he's letting me see, like, okay, do you see it now? Because life is going to keep going. Life is going to keep moving, and I have to continue to keep remembering what happened, so the cycles don't continue, so things can change. So if you do, but if you knew better, you would do better. That's what it is. And now that I know better, I have to do better. And that's another thing, is when you got to stand on your shit. If you know better now, and you know that you got to do better, God is going to test you. And we've talked about this. If you are a subscriber and you've been here for a while, we've talked about God is going to test you. And he tests me sometimes, and even after I get off of here, after me saying all of this, he gonna test me to see like, oh yeah, you saying all of this shit now, right? Are you? He tests me, and it's happened to me so many freaking times, and I just thank the Lord that I'm so like, you gotta be on point, and you gotta be on point, and you gotta be mindful. And that's why slowing down is very important, because if you don't slow down, you're going to make a mistake. And not saying that it's not saying that you're never ever going to make a mistake, but you just want to make sure that you're making minimal mistakes, that you're making minor mistakes. You don't want to make big mistakes, because that's what happens when we're trying to do things fast, when we're trying to get things done. And now I'm telling myself this right now, and I just gained clarity off of something, because I've been trying to do something fast, and I'm like, okay, me, it, well, somebody told me that I'm going about it. Well, one person told me I was going about it the wrong way, but I'm like, listen, I'm on limited time. I don't have the time. I need to know it right now, but it's out of my control. I have to wait. So I surrendered it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop crying over this shit. I'm gonna just let the shit go. I ain't got. I'm gonna let it go, because I can't deal with this. It's too heavy. It's too much. So I just say, you know what? I give up. And I'm not giving up in saying that I'm not fighting anymore, or I'm not trying to, have the outcome that I would love to have. It's just that I'm fucking tired, and I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm gonna leave it on God. If it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's meant to happen, it will happen. I'm not gonna endure it anymore. I'm not gonna, because and like, somebody is just doing something that is trying. And that's another thing. The demons and people are going to come out, and you have to be on point, and you got to recognize it, because that's another thing that's going to be a test, because the devil uses people as pawns to play his little chess games. And well, the devil don't play chess, the devil play checkers, to play his little checker games, right? And he will use people. And so that's what I'm like going through right now with that. But and the devil is using somebody to play, to think to but it's also a test for me, because it's like, okay, like, you say you want this, but are you gonna fight for it? And I'm just like, but right now it's out of my control. When you really notice that things are not, it's out of your hands, you just gotta surrender it. You gotta let it go, and you gotta say, I'm letting this go. I'm done. I don't have the energy for it. It's dragging me down. It's make your peace is disrupted, everything. So I had to just let it go. I'm not saying that I'm giving up on the completely fight of it, but I'm just saying, for right now, I'm done, and that's it. When I'm presented with an option to move on next, then I'm going to address it. But right now, I cannot, it's out of my control, and I have to let it go. And that's something, it's just test after test. And you really got to notice all of these things. So these are things that I'm going to be talking about, because this is what I've been going through. So we're going to continue to do this. This is a part of my purpose, is to do these things. I do want to take clients as well to do clarity sessions, clarity session coaching. I know because I just came in the house, and I am a type of person, like, I don't ever really I didn't plan to do this. And then something just told me, I've been wanting to do a video all freaking day, and I've been putting it off. And because I just like, no, like, and that's another thing for me too, is like, I've been struggling a lot with like wanting, like, having to be seen and things like that. But it's a part of my purpose, and I can't. It's just, I keep coming back, and if you keep coming back to something, it's just I gotta surrender it, and just be like, okay, like, is this what you want me to do? Whatever. Like, let me just do it. And I just ask spirit to speak through me, like, because I'm not a great speaker. I'm a better writer. Like my writing, like I can, what writing, that's my thing. But I also learned that when I do speak very passionately about things, it tends to come out really well. So I just ask spirit to like, please let me do this right. Let me say what I gotta say in the right way. Because speaking for me, and you know what's so crazy is because why it's hard for me to speak sometimes and to let out what I gotta say is because as a child, I've been silenced. When you are being silenced your whole life, and then you finally stop and you finally say that I don't want to be silenced anymore, you still struggle. It's been taking me years. I've been struggling with this for years. You still struggle with it in the background because a part of you remembers you don't want to say the wrong thing because you know what it feels like. If you say the wrong thing, people call you names. People say all of these things about you. You know, you don't know what you're talking about. All of these different things. And I've been silenced throughout my life, and even now someone is trying to silence me. And that's another reason why you gotta fight and push forward, because if you don't fight and push forward, then that person just is controlling your whole destiny, your whole life, and you cannot do that. You just cannot. I have leave, but hearing this helped out a lot. I miss people. Letting something go. You don't have the answer yet. Have people see you for you and not you. Yep, having to be seen. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining. But definitely, like, you have to push forward and you have to say like, no, I am going to stand on who God has called me to be. I'm going to stand on where I'm supposed to be. And if God keeps calling you towards something that is positive, that is healthy, that is helping you and other people, you need to do it, because that's what we're here for. Purpose is your purpose. It has nothing to do with how much money you make. It has nothing to do with what kind of clothes you wear, what kind of car you drive. That it has nothing to do with that. Purpose is how are you helping other people, right? And that's so fun. Even now I'm gaining clarity, because it's like that's why I say I'm an extrovert introvert, because I can help people. I'm great at that. That's what my thing is. And then there's a time when I gotta cut myself off and I have to be secluded, and I have to do that. And my purpose is to help other people. That is something that I know. But it's also, I'm not supposed to deplete myself by just trying to accomplish this purpose. So I have to put up the boundaries. I have to make sure that people know that this is how it works for me. If you cannot handle this, or if you have any other issues, then you can go to the left, and to the left, to the left. Everything you own in the box to the left. And that's just how it's gonna be. And I'm standing on that. Okay. So yeah, so you have to, like, well, not saying that you have to, but I'm just saying, just giving out some advices to people who are going through situations that I'm going through. And some people, I'm not gonna lie, it's people in this life, even me sometimes, looking for people to tell them what they gotta do. And that's another thing too, is like, that's why coaching and things like that comes into play, because people need people to tell them, go and do what you gotta do. Because people tell me what to do, and they're like, girl, you gotta go do. Even yesterday I was talking about all of this stuff, and she's like, you gotta go do it. You got a plan, go do it. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not that, it's easy said than done. And she's like, yeah, so but you still gotta do it. And sometimes you just need somebody to tell you, go do it. So go do it, and go heal, go Run up and down the road if you need to. Go scream in your motherfucking car and your pillow. Let out the anger. Go punch somebody. Don't punch nobody. Punch your punching bag. Don't punch nobody. I don't want to be responsible for anybody going to jail. Don't punch anybody, but definitely like go do what you got to do to make yourself whole and to make yourself better. So I am going to be starting my coaching, okay? My clarity sessions. If anybody wants to book, you can email me at I got to change my email because I don't do tarot anymore. I might actually do tarot in my coaching though. So we might pull some cards. So if you guys do want to have a coaching session with me, because I actually want to do a group as well. That is something that I want to do. I love group therapy, is something that is very near and dear to me, because it actually helped me as well. And having other people who are going through, I think I'm going to call it the Black Sheep group or something. Because I know, like, I want people who are like me that, they've been silenced for so long. Oh my God. For Color Girls, I think I might watch that movie tonight. Ooh, that's my movie right there. And she's for Black girls that have been silenced for so long. Like, holding in all of the heaviness. Like, what's so crazy is, like, I look at other women, I look at some Black women, and they're the age as me, and they're like all of this, they look like fabulous, like super, and that's probably what they want to do, right? That's probably what they want to do. But me, I'm like, I just want to be a little girl. I want to have Powerpuff Girls, and I want to, because I had to grow up so fast. Like, I didn't get a chance. I never even had a chance to even rock a unicorn, little cute little unicorn bag like these little girls do today. Like, even today I saw a little girl, she had a choker on, and it brought me back to my childhood. I'm like I never had a chance to do any of that because I had to grow up so fast. And it's like, no, like I'm embracing who I was, at who I was supposed to be as a little girl now in my 30s, because I never had that. I had to grow up and find a job and do this and work and do all of this hard shit. And I'm like, life, this can't be life. And that's another thing, please, if you guys can have any time, if you don't have to grind 24/7. Take time to slow down. Let the clarity hit you. Let it hit you. And if you do need help dissecting that clarity, you can book me for a clarity session, for a clarity coaching session. It is definitely time that things happen and things change. I won't be looking like this in our clarity session. This is just like, this was a impromptu, right? Impromptu and spontaneous video that I'm doing. But it's time for me to start. And like I said, some people, we're just looking for someone to tell us to go out and do what we already know what we're supposed to do. But that's a part of life because we need each other. Even though, we need each other. We need to learn how to put up boundaries. We need to learn how to this. So like I said, I do want to, group therapy is something that is big for me. I can't call it therapy because I don't have my license yet, but I'll figure out a name. I definitely, the Black Sheep Club is something that I'm headed towards because it's for people who are like me, who have been silenced for so long, helpless for so long. That poem just keep coming in my mind from the For Color Girls book and the movie. But yeah, like, it's definitely, it's a time where things are changing, and I'm gonna help as much as I can for people who are like me and for people who want it. And if you want it, then I'm here, and we are here for each other. And it's about reciprocation. And I expect, the only thing I expect from my clients and from anyone that is here is to go out and do the same for someone else. If I'm doing it for you, you go and do it for someone else. Pay it forward. This is how the world changes. You see the little, um, even yesterday I was just talking about it too, and I was like, slowly by slowly, you see the small moments. I know we look at the big world and we're like, this shit is effed up, but we do. When you really stop and look, you see the small moments in the inclusion that's happening, of people coming together, different races, different genders, different people supporting people, the allies that we have, and you see it. So you want to keep definitely going down that road. But I am going to continue on my journey of gaining back my self-esteem. That's also something that because I lost that. It's so crazy because let me tell you, it's like gaining weight. Like, when they say like you can gain it as fast as you lose it, that's how I feel about my self-esteem. Like, you can lose it as fast as you gain it, because by the time I had gained it back, I lost it all over again. I had gained it, I had a grip on it, and then I lost it. And I lost it because I let other people define me. I let this guy that came into my life tear me down and tell me that I wasn't good enough. I let relationship after relationship tell me that I was too much. I let my parents tell me that I was nothing for them, that I mean nothing. I let people define it, and it broke me down, and it broke my self-esteem. So the queen is rising. The queen is rising. And the bitch who is like fabulous is rising. Okay? She is rising. Okay? And she might need a little bit more time, but she will become who she is meant to become. And it just takes some time. And it takes some time getting back to who you are. I ordered something yesterday that I'm really happy about, and I'm just like, I miss her. I miss her. Like, I miss her. And I'm not completely her anymore, but little trinkets she misses, and she's like, yeah, let's see how it feels. And that's the thing too, is like, there's gonna be parts of you where you are going to miss, like, you're gonna go back to like something that you used to do that you stopped doing. And that's what I'm going through now. I'm like, you know what, I want to like change this up. I want to go back to this, and I like my, like, I'm getting my style back and stuff. Like, I'm like, oh my god, I miss her. Like, I missed her style, like, because I've been so comfortable. I've been like always so comfortable, and I'm like, you know what, I miss her. Like, let's do this. And then but I'm still not that same. Internally, I'm not that same girl though. But on the, like, I am still that same girl. But so I'm learning, like, okay, some things are gonna work and some things aren't, and that's okay. You're just gonna find, it's just a new part of you that is evolving and that is looking to come out. So embrace it, like, embrace the new style that you're going with, and embrace, changing it up. If, because sometimes I do say, like, oh, I'm looking for her, but she sometimes doesn't exist, but I can mash the old me and the new me together and kind of like create it into the, who I am now. So, and create, like, meet them halfway, let them meet each other halfway. That's what I'm doing, letting my selves meet me halfway. But yeah, that's what I have. So I'm gonna continue to make these videos and continue to share what I'm learning as my journey continues. I'm not gonna lie, I do regret that I took down my videos. I do. That will not be happening. That was a mistake that I made, that I learned. That will not be happening this time around. Everything is staying up. But I was just in a mindset where I just didn't feel safe having those videos up. And I don't know, I was just feeling unsafe. So I just took them all down. So And I'm restarting over, but through safety. Um, like embracing my safety, and I'm beginning again, maybe for the, I don't know how many lifetimes this is. I've been in this lifetime since Cleopatra, so however long she's been like however long she's been roaming the earth is how long I've been doing this in lifetimes. And a girl is tired, okay? Even the masculine me, like even when I was a masculine in the past, like he's tired. Like, come on now. Because a part of me is like in the past life, I was once a masculine, and he's tired, and she's tired, we tired, okay? And it's like, and I know I got more lifetimes coming too, because I don't want to, because they say when you want more kids, it's because you have more lifetimes. Because some people, I don't know how some people don't want to have more kids. It's like, you just want to stop, that's it. But they say, like, if you want more kids, and if you keep having that type of, if it's gravitating towards you, you have more lifetimes here on earth. So all right, guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you to everyone who joined. Thank you to any new subscribers. Let's keep up. Let's keep up this work. Break if you have to, and I listen. And it's your break, and whew, the ones who are doing it in silence. I know what it feels like, baby. I know what it feels like to do it in silence. You're not putting on a show, you're not performing for anyone. You're not looking for validation. You're just looking for answers. You're looking for God to come and just save you. You're looking forward to being released. Um this past week I put butterflies has been really a big thing for me. It's been always a big thing for me, especially for the last, since I've had my first spiritual awakening. Butterflies has been very significant for me. And when I look at them, I just look at anything that flies, anything. I just look at I just think of freedom. And that's just, I keep my mind on butterflies, because I remember that liberation is coming. Liberation is coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Or it's here. It's here, and I probably just don't even see it. But liberation, actually, it is here, and it's finally here. And I want you to know that it will finally it will show up for you. You just got to keep working and spiritually work. And it's freaking hard, because at some point you get tired. Like, I'm tired right now. Like, I am so tired of spiritually working. But so I'm letting it all go. And when it comes up, I address it. When it doesn't, I'm doing whatever I need to do to just enjoy my time here on earth. Okay? In this earthly realm, because I don't know how the hell I ended up here. Okay? Earth is ghetto. Like, I'm ready to hop on a flight, go back to Jupiter. I'm ready to hop on a flight and get the F out of here. I get to see the rockets all the time, and I'm like, listen, okay, Mr. Elon Musk, okay, the next time you are taking people to next time you're taking people to space, please hit a girl up, okay? Please hit a girl up and let me know. Because a girl is ready to go back to her people. She is ready to see her foreign uncles and aunties and mama and daddy. Okay? She is ready. Anytime you're ready, Mr. Musk, because Earth is ghetto. Okay? But it's also a beautiful thing. And I do respect Mother Earth. But the people here, not all of them, listen, okay? Some of y'all are ghetto. But it's okay. I still got love for you though, because I know what it is like to when you living in survival mode, or I know what it feels like. I've been bitter before. I've been bitter. It's been times when I had my own bitter season where I was like miserable and bitter. Like, I've had that. And God pulled me out and changed. Like, we've all had that. I've had those seasons. So we're going to continue to talk about all of this. I can't do it all in one day, but thank you for everyone who's joined. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.